On the subject of miniature lacquer art, one can say that it represents that which fits onto a papier-mâché casket box. Boxes are made of wood cardboard, glued together in 10 layers with flour paste, left to dry for 24 hours, dipped in hot flax oil for half an hour, then 10 days of drying, and it's pattern cut into details fitted to shape the casket boxes. Soaked in drying oil, polished, painted with cinnabar from within and black enamel on the outside, and covered in a transparent lacquer, they are all alike until the magical moment when they fall into the hands of an artist from Fedoskina, outside Moscow, Holui Ivanovo region, the Vladimir village of Mstora, or nearby Palich. This is when they are rendered amazingly unlike one another, inasmuch as traditions of one miniature lacquer center are unlike the others, starting with the paints used for decorating the boxes. In Fedoskina they use oil paints. As was the custom since the craft first appeared, the classical painting method is used, in several takes, on black lacquer, silver, gold and mother-of-pearl background, meticulously tracing the miniature details with the sheerest of brushes. In Palich, Holui, Mstora, all three celebrated traditional centers of miniature lacquer art, the paints are laid onto a primed surface in exactly the same manner as was done by ancient Russian icon painters. Right now it's somewhat hard, this dark paint, but I shall splash some more later. Some draw over the paint in gold, yet it comes out more coarse. And then there's no room for mistakes. The artists prepare the paints themselves, using a recipe hailing from icon painters of ancient Rus. At the time, specially prepared egg yolk was mixed with dry pigment until there were no lumps left in the smooth texture. Just as in days of old, the thinnest of brushes are used to weave a wondrous web of patterns, framing the miniature design on the box. The craftsmen resort to the time-tested old method of gilding the background. They glue transparent gold leaf onto the surface and then paint over it. When you layer the gold, little dimples are formed, and a very special lacquer is laid on afterwards. Only then does the painting begin. This gold is placed likewise over a specific lacquer, Mordano it's called, with the use of special instruments. Despite clearly defined common traditions, each miniature lacquer art center has its inimitable distinguishing features, which help us recognize Palich, Holui, Mstora or Fedoskina.